Lucy with Rossmönster, and today I want to show you around our latest Transit 148 extra long. Before we hop inside, I'll talk about just a few exterior highlights of this vehicle. So you'll notice that we have a Fiamma F45 awning all the way up top. We have a porch light underneath that so you can illuminate that outdoor space and make the most of camp. We have some running boards down the side here. And then as you enter the van, we have bug screens from RB Components. Let's step inside. Welcome inside. Before I go into the specific components of this build, I'll talk about the layout as well as some of the design highlights. So this is starting with design. All the way up top, we have painted ceiling and wall panels. Moving down from there, our dinette is going to be upholstered in Duramax Steel. All of our cabinetry is going to be painted slab doors, so that's white. Everything's nice and clean and white in here. We have the walnut butcher block countertops, and then all the way on the floor, we have a Lifeproof Scratch Stone flooring. When it comes to layout, we have that dinette up front. This is going to convert into the sleeping area, and underneath that we have some nice storage. As we move back from there, we have our galley that's going to kind of be on both sides, as well as a ton of storage back here. And then this back area is kind of utilized as a prep space as well as some storage underneath. And this client has a cat, so you'll see some fun features for her cat to come along as well. So I'm going to start in the front and we'll work our way back. Starting in the front of the van, we have our dinette. So as I mentioned, this is upholstered in Duramax Steel. We also have a walnut butcher block table, and that's intended to match with all of our countertops back there. It's also on a lagoon mount, so you can kind of swivel it in and out of place. You also notice we have a nice little side table on the side there. I'm going to go ahead and turn this into bed mode, and along the way I'll show you some of the storage underneath. We can check out what that looks like. So underneath this bench seat, you can just see that we have a nice open bay here. That's going to be great for storing some of the larger items while out on the road. So as we flip over the back of this bed, we just have a table leg to screw in there so that this has something to rest on. You flip it over, and then you have a nice sleeping area for 1 to 2 people. Moving back from there, we have our galley. So in this galley, we have those walnut butcher block countertops. We have a 20-inch flip-up countertop extension here. The first thing we come into is going to be our 4.6 cubic foot door style Isotherm fridge with a small freezer up top. Moving back from there, we have some lower storage. So this is going to house our power systems. So in here we have 400 amp hours of lithium battery bank. We have a 3,000 watt inverter, and we have 200 watts of solar coming in through the top. Moving back from there, we have a single burner True Induction cooktop, and then we also have all of these uppers as per usual. Our uppers are on gas struts for easy opening and closing, and have push button latches so that everything's going to stay nice and secure while we're in transit. Coming around, we just have a nice solid countertop space. It's going to be great for prep back there, and we have a lip in back so that things aren't falling off if you have those doors open. We have a nice roomy drawer back here, and then we move over to the driver's side. So on this side, we have a 15 by 20 Ruvati workstation sink. We have a nice drawer bank that gets larger as we go down. In here, we have an Isotemp electric hot water heater, and we also have storage for our 10-gallon freshwater tank. Closing out this area, and we'll check this out from the back as well, we have a nice open cubby there, as well as a cubby below with a cat door in it so that the cat can go in there and use the litter box, which this cabinet box has been perfectly built for. So we'll talk about ventilation. I'm going to show you this human toilet cabinet, and then we'll go out back and we'll check out the litter box cabinet. So back here we have our toilet. This is going to be on a 500-pound locking drawer slide. You can pull it out. And there you have your dry flush toilet. This is battery operated, so you can either use it in the van when you absolutely need to, or you can take it out and find a nice spot at a campsite. When it comes to ventilation in this vehicle, we have a max air fan up front. We have a Houghton AC unit in this main galley area, and then you'll notice that we have 2 CR Lawrence T-vent windows, one on either side, as well as the half slides in the rear. Let's check out back. All right, in the rear of the van, you can see here that our cat door is going to come into this cabinet box. That's where the litter box is going to be stored. And then we just have a few other storage cubbies back here, along with an outlet. The last nice thing about the back of this rig here is that we have another set of bug screens from RB Components, so you can have these doors open but not have to worry about bugs coming inside. that wraps up this van. Again, I'm Lucy with Rossmönster. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a tour, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.